Well, live from Jackie Robinson Ballpark here in Daytona Beach, Florida, it's time for the second of our CatEye Network doubleheader. We had basketball early this afternoon, and it's time to round out the afternoon on the diamond in the second of a three-game series between Bethune-Cookman and Florida A&M. The Wildcats trying to wrap up a series win today after taking last night's opening contest 5-0 behind a complete game 4-hit shutout by Tanner Bocabello. It'll be Marco Scamboa to get the start today for Bethune-Cookman. The lineup looks like this. Right field, Sergio Rivera. Left field, Garrett Chun. Designated hitter, Jose Gonzalez. First base, Manny Sufrain. Catcher, Irvin Escobar. Shortstop, Ramses Cordova. Third base, Peter Vasquez. Center field, A.J. Smith, making only his second start of the season. And Colton Olison at second. They will face a Florida A&M team that dropped their first conference contest last night. Ty Jackson in center field leading off. Second, Brody Popple, the catcher. Batting third in right field, it's Jan-Mikel Bastardo. Batting fourth at first base, Sebastian Greco. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Joseph Perini. Batting sixth, the third baseman, Adam Hiramoto. Batting seventh, the shortstop, Jalen Niles. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Jordan Brown. Batting ninth, the second baseman, True Fontenot. And in the bottom of the inning, Carson Kelly, the freshman, will get the start for Florida A&M. The Wildcats in the all-black with maroon numbers and white trim, white pants here at home. The Rattlers in the orange hats, orange jerseys, green numbers, white trim, gray pants. As Ty Jackson slides in to the right-handed batter's box. And we are underway. Marco Scamboa, the junior right-hander, delivers the first pitch. It's a foul ball, check swing, over to the first base side. I'm joined by Henson White for the second time today. Henson, we've made our way over from basketball, and it's time for a little baseball action.
Yep. Ocean Center is just down the road from Jackie Robinson, or across a bridge, rather.
Hit in the air right field coming on. Rivera makes the catch, one away. As this afternoon's game starts exactly the same as last evening's, with Jackson flying out to right field. Rivera has moved from center to right.
Yeah.
Jorge Gonzalez Fabo takes the day off, and A.J. Smith will play center field. First pitch, a breaking ball strike outside corner to Brody Popple, the catcher.
And going from basketball to baseball, such a different vibe of game speed. And
this one's hit high in the air, left field line, moving over Garrett Chun. Does he have enough room to make the catch? He goes over the wall. And did he come up with it? I don't think he did.
I'm not. Uh-oh.
And he has not reemerged from behind that wall. There's a little chain link fence connecting the end of the home run fence in left field line to the edge of the
and he's fine.
edge of the clubhouse. And he appears to be all right. He's made his way back to left field. He dove all the way over that little chain link fence.
Yeah.
Did not come up with the catch, though. It's just a loud strike. So the count 0-2 on Popple. Popple, a .257 hitter, has started all 21 games for the Rattlers. Fastball at the helmet area, and it is 1-2. Gamboa, 5.28 ERA, 1-1, 4 appearances, all starts. And he deals another fastball upstairs, 2-2. In 15 inning and third innings pitch, he's given up 13 runs on 18 hits, 9 earned. Striking out 9, walking 6. Opponents batting .300 against him. This one hit in the air to left field, this time in play. Chun steps back about 3 steps from his initial position to make the catch, and it's quickly 0-2. And this is how Tanner Bocabello last night got through. As the sun is out, it blazes to life through the cloud cover. But last night, Bocabello got through most of the game really quickly through these easy pop-ups and easy ground balls to the infield.
Yeah, it makes it's easier on the pitcher's arm as well when you can get them out and early in the count.
First pitch, swinging ground ball back up the middle. There's a base hit from Jan-Mikel Bastardo. So held without a hit until the 5th inning last night. The Rattlers get a 2-out single. First pitch from Bastardo, who is their second leader in batting average at .316. Now Sebastian Greco, the lefty, stands in. Greco, a .280 hitter. 10 runs on 21 hits, 4 doubles, 3 triples, a team-leading 5 homers and 16 RBIs. He's got a runner on first with 2 down here in the first. First pitch from Gamboa in the dirt forces Irvin Escobar to jump back. Escobar platooning behind the plate this season with Jorge Rodriguez, who got the start last night at catcher. Gamboa nods, now the 1-0. Ground ball, first base side foul into the FAMU bench. It is actually quite a good day for baseball now that the sun is out. Partly cloudy skies, about 75 degrees here. Wind lazily blowing in from right field. Fastball outside part of the plate to the lefty, called a ball by home plate umpire Brad Polk. Count 2-1 on Greco. Greco had 1 of the 4 hits last night, but was the last hit in that 9th inning. And he hits this one high in the air to right field and deep. It is going to be a diving attempt by A.J. Smith, and it gets past him into the wall. Coming around all the way from first to score is Bastardo on an RBI double by Sebastian Greco, and it's 1-0 Florida A&M. A.J. Smith all the way from his center field position, deep in the power alley to right center. Almost got to that one, just couldn't come up with it.
Yeah, A.J. Smith almost made a miraculous catch there deep and right, but just couldn't get his glove around it fully. He made contact. I think it hit his glove and just pops out, and obviously allows that double to come around and allows a run to come from first and score.
First run of the series for Florida A&M after they got blanked last night. Here's Joseph Perini, the designated hitter. The lefty grounds one towards second base. Olison fields on a hop and throws over to first to end the inning. 1 run, 2 hits, 1 left. And we go to the bottom of the first inning. Rattlers 1, Wildcats coming to bat. This is Bethune-Cookman University Baseball on CatEye Network Radio. To the bottom of the first we go here at Jackie Robinson Ballpark. 1-0 Florida A&M. An early run support for the left-handed side armor, Carson Kelly, the freshman from right down the road in Tallahassee, Florida. He is 1-1 in 9 appearances. This is his first start of the season. He's got a .360 ERA in 15 innings pitched. He's given up 6 runs on 8 hits. All earned, striking out 8, walking 7. Opposing batting average has a .178 against him. And Sergio Rivera stands in, the right-handed hitter. Kelly will whip that left arm out sidearm style and have a very interesting angle of attack. That ball curves low, and it's 1-0. Rivera on the season, .325, his batting average, second on the team. Only Peter Vasquez hitting at a higher clip than that. That time another breaking ball misses outside 2-0. Rivera, 16 runs on 26 hits, 6 doubles, 2 triples, no homers, and 10 RBIs. That one finally crosses the plate from the side armor. Rivera taken all the way, and it is 2-1. And the weather has completely changed after the sun broke through the clouds. There's another fastball down the middle, 2-2 the count now. It was cool and maybe a little bit drizzly and overcast. We thought it might rain, and then the clouds have parted, and it's bright blue skies above us.
Yep.
Rivera on the ground to third, moving to his left, and the ball gets through the glove of Hader Mota. All the way around to second goes Sergio Rivera. I'm going to think they're going to be given an error to Hader Mota at third.
Yeah. Definitely the great hustle play there from Rivera. And now up to bat is Garrett Shun.
They're going to give that a base hit, according to our statistician, Brian Harvey. Here's Garrett Shun with now a runner on second, nobody outs, and Kelly deals lefty to lefty. That one, a fastball misses outside, and it's 1-0. Shun leads the team in RBI with 20. He's batting .274, 11 runs on 23 hits, 3 doubles, a triple, 20 RBI. Had 2 RBI on a ribby single last night to really put the Wildcats ahead for good. Made it 5-0 in that 5th inning. Swung and foul the second pitch away, and now it's 1-1. Rivera leading off of second after a leadoff double. Pitch to Chun. Behind him and skips to the backstop. And that'll allow Rivera to go to third on the wild pitch.
Threw it to us.
Almost.
Was ready to catch it.
We are sitting right behind home plate. A little bit wild from Carson Kelly early on. He's got that really low arm angle from the left-hand pitcher's sidearm. Releases it almost at the knees.
And if he can get it under control, it's very hard to hit.
Inside to Chun, missed with the breaking ball, 3-1 now. And if I'm Garrett Chun, I'm not swinging at this.
Yeah, I'm definitely not swinging.
Make him throw strikes, and that's really where Florida A&M kind of came unglued in the later innings last night. Here's a 3-1. Outside ball 4, Chun walks, and there's runners on the corners with nobody out. Last night in the, I believe it was the 6th inning, then the 7th inning, FAMU threw 4 pitchers and gave up a run on a hit and 3 straight walks. And so now here's Jose Gonzalez, the designated hitter. Runners on the corners with nobody out.
Which shows that increased plate.
And it will go back to first to try and get Chun.
Increased plate discipline from this Wildcats team, something they've worked on this season. Instead of trying to swing early in counts, they've been very content with letting counts develop, getting in favorable counts, allowing them.
There's a strike. Slider arcs through the zone, and it is 0-1 to Gonzalez. Jose, a .319 hitter. 13 runs on 23 hits, 2 doubles, no triples, a homer, and 15 RBI. Looking to increase that right here. He hammers this one to center field. Moving over Jackson, he dives, and he made the catch. Rivera trots in from third to tie the game at 1, but oh boy, Ty Jackson just laid out for a tremendous diving catch to save another one.
I don't think they're not calling it a catch.
Yeah, it's a catch.
Still on first base.
Well, no.
Oh, wait, I'm stupid.
Yeah,
Never mind.
Chun retreated to first. But if that one gets by him into the wall, Chun has the speed to score all the way from first. Here's so there's one away. One already in the inning to tie the ball game at 1 apiece. With Chun on first after he walked. And they go back to first. And being on first with a lefty pitcher on the mound is so difficult.
Yeah, I mean, they just can watch you the entire time.
First pitch to Manny Sufrain, low and outside, ball 1. Manny really got the offense going last night. Had a double in the 5th and came around to score, and then a triple in the 8th and came around to score. The 1-0. Hit him right on the kneecap. And there's 2 on with 1 down. So a double and 2 free passes in this first inning for Carson Kelly.
Yeah, but Soufrain was unfazed by getting hit there. Just takes his base calmly and cool and collected. And
well, I would be, if I'm Manny Soufrain, right, and you're used to everybody pitching you away because they don't want you to get solid contact on it, then there's 2 pitches right on the inside part of the plate. We know that Manny Soufrain, if one of those catches the zone, he will turn on it and let it fly.
yeah.
Meeting on the mound here, Coach Jamie Shoup is out talking to his infield after a rocky start for the freshman Carson Kelly, getting his first start of the season. A 3.60 ERA for Kelly on the season. In 15 innings pitched, all in relief. And he is in a bit of a jam here with 2 on, 1 out, 1 already in the inning. And here's Irvin Escobar.
For the Wildcats, catcher number 22, Irvin Escobar.
Escobar is the team leader in batting average, 382, 5 runs on 13 hits, no extra base hits, and 7 RBI. Here's the first pitch.
Ooh.
Right back up the middle. There's a base hit to center field. Rounding third and coming home is Chun. Here's the relay to the plate. Chun is safe, standing up, and it's a 2-1 Wildcat lead.
And immediately the Wildcats do a great job here. A lot of plate discipline early in this game, getting into favorable counts. And even though, Carson Kelly does have this odd release point, they are tracking that ball really well to start the game out. Everyone has made solid contact.
Well, Henson, this could be a high-scoring game because everybody on both teams has pretty much made solid contact. And now here's Ramses Cordova. Breaking ball, swing and a miss.
I think that's the first swing and a miss the whole game.
Cordova on Tuesday against North Florida was the hero of the day. Gave the Wildcats the lead with a solo homer in the 3rd, and then the win with a walk-off single in the 9th. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball, fouled right there at home plate. Came up and caught the catcher, Popple. And it's 0-2. This would be a big one for Kelly to stop the bleeding a little bit.
Yeah. Put him in
the bottom third of this order coming up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, put him in a situation where you get a force at first or second. You don't have to worry about needing the double play if you get this strikeout here.
The 0-2. On the ground to first and through for a base hit. All the way down the line into the wall. Going to second is Cordova. 1 run scores, that's Soufrain. And it's an RBI double for Ramses Cordova. And it's 3-1 Bethune-Cookman.
And if Irvin Escobar, who I don't think went as fast as he could have out of the gate, if he knew how far that ball was going to end up going, he probably could have gotten around to home.
Soufrain comes in from second. Escobar moves from first to third. And what an opening inning here from Bethune-Cookman offensively. As the Wildcats have struggled at the plate at times early on in this season. Here's the pitch from Kelly. First pitch, ground ball towards second base. Fontenot throws out Vasquez, but it's an RBI sacrifice ground out as Escobar comes in from third, and it's 4-1.
Sometimes you go out there and, just do your job, get that run in, and he does exactly what he was asked to do.
Now here's A.J. Smith, the 8th batter of the inning for the Cats. 2-out runner on third, that's Ramses Cordova. He squares to bunt, and he bunts it foul. And talking to Coach Hernandez before the season, we were talking about the roster and who's on this team and what we could potentially do this season. He said, watch out for A.J. Smith. He may be the fastest guy I've ever coached.
Fastest guy I've ever coached. It's a big statement.
Smith drops the bunt down right in front of home plate. It's a fair ball, and he's out. Or was it a foul ball? He dropped it right down in front of the plate. The catcher, Popple, picked it up and tagged him out. Smith didn't even go to first, but apparently it's a foul ball. Now with 2 strikes, I'm not sure Smith is going to bunt.
No.
That would be very risky. Plus, the defense knows it's coming. Even bunting with 2 outs, if you're as fast as A.J. Smith is, that's a risky maneuver, especially with a runner on third.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-2 from Kelly. Bounced it to the plate. Great job behind the dish by Popple to prevent that from going to the backstop. We've already seen a wild pitch in the inning to allow Rivera to advance from second to third after his leadoff double. He ended up scoring. So is Garrett Chun, Manny Sufrain, and Irvin Escobar. They've all come around to score. Here's the 1-2. Swung and fouled straight back right towards us, and it is 1-2 again. It's Tanner Bocabello, the winning pitcher from last night, goes and plays ball boy duty and picks that one up. Ramses Cordova on third with 2 down. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. A.J. Smith runs down towards first, but it is a strikeout to end the inning. But 4 runs, 3 hits, 1 left. And we go to the second inning of play. It's 4-1 Bethune-Cookman here on CatEye Network Radio. To the top of the second we go. Wildcats with a 4-1 lead, second of a 3-game set here with the Florida A&M Rattlers. Adam Hayter-Moto leads off. He had half of the hits last night for FAMU, and he crushes one. First pitch swinging deep to left. It is caught on the run by Garrett Chun, and he bangs into the wall. Whoo! Adam Hayter-Moto almost stayed extremely hot. He had 2 doubles last night.
Yeah. Looked like it had exit velocity, enough exit velocity to get out of here, but just didn't have the elevation.
Yep. It just goes down as an F7. And now here's Jalen Niles, the shortstop. Wonder if he'll be first pitch swinging as well. Now he watches a breaking ball drop low from Marcus Gamboa. And it's 1-0. Niles on the season, a .239 hitter. Cut fastball misses off the plate to the outside. And it's 2-0. Niles, 13 runs on 16 hits, 2 doubles, no other extra base hits, and 8 RBIs. Bounces one towards short. Charging and fielding is Cordova. He'll throw across. A stretch by Sufrain means there's 2 away. And last night, because it was raining, Bryce and I were over down the third base line under cover.
The Turtle's Nest.
The Turtle's Nest. And it's so great to watch Manny Sufrain play first base from that angle, because he stretches for things, he picks balls out of the dirt. He is a fantastic defensive player, including all of his terrific stuff at the plate. First pitch, a fastball strike at the knees to Jordan Brown, the left fielder. Brown, a sophomore, averaging .263. And a breaking ball just off the plate to the right. And it's 1-1. Brown, 5 runs on 5 hits, 2 RBI. And he comes back inside with the fastball, misses in on the hands, and it's 2-1. Gamboa trying to eat around with the corners of that strike zone. Hasn't gotten a call yet. The 2-1 is hammered into right field. There's a base hit. Just laid that one right across the heart of the plate. And Jordan Brown, for the second straight inning, gives the Rattlers a 2-out base hit.
Both teams have gotten into a lot of favorable hitters counts early.
Brad Polk behind the plate, a kind of a narrow strike zone at the edges. And here's the 9-hole hitter, True Fontenot. Trying to get out of this one with no damage. They throw back to first. Jordan Brown slides in safely. Fontenot, a senior, hitting .278. 11 runs on 15 hits, 1 double, 1 homer, 14 RBI. And they check over a second time to try and get Jordan Brown. Brown, not a big threat on the base paths numerically, is 0 for 1 in stolen base attempts on the year, and this Rattlers team doesn't attempt a lot of steals. Gamboa finally comes home to Fontenot, misses outside and low. 1-0. Second conference series of the season for both of these teams. Both swept their opening series. The Wildcats against Mississippi Valley, the Rattlers against Alabama A&M. Pitch, Gamboa, ground ball back up the middle, could be 2. Flip to second for 1. They have no play at first, and we'll do it 2 outs anyway. It's been a long day, folks, and it's just getting started. So the fielder's choice ends the inning for the Rattlers. We go to the bottom of the second. 4-1 Bethune-Cookman here on CatEye Network Radio. Eight batters came to the plate in the first for the Wildcats. That means Colton Olison will lead off the second from the 9-hole spot. Cats up 4-1 here after an inning and a half. Carson Kelly, the freshman, back on the mound for Florida A&M, trying to settle down a little bit. Breaking ball misses outside. Colton Olison, not a tall guy. Listed at just 6 foot even.
Tall guy, relatively speaking.
And a big swing and miss is that. He's got that little late break on his fastball because of his low arm angle.
Yeah.
And it just dips right at the plate. Here's the 1-1. Chopper towards third. Charging it is Hader Mota. He makes the play, 1 down.
In on Colton's hands. He tried to swung through it and made contact, but just pulls it straight to the third baseman.
Back to the top of the order, Sergio Rivera hit a ground ball double through the right side that caused some confusion. Or sorry, left side. That caused some confusion on the left side of that infield. First pitch to him, squares to bunt, drops it down first base line. It will roll foul. Rivera's got some track speed. As by the time that ball rolled foul just about halfway down the line, he was already through the base.
Did exactly what you would want him to do, but now he has to make the long walk back. And you always have to wonder when you, especially guy who, goes for the bunt, doesn't get it on the first try, but runs all the way through like he did there, you got to be like, man, is he going to go for a bunt again? Now he's a little bit tired, a little bit winded. Might just look to take a ball here.
After the bunt, it's 0-1, and he hits it off the end of the bat, high in the air right field, not deep. Bastardo tracks it and makes the catch, and there's quickly 2 away. And if you're Carson Kelly, this is what the doctor ordered after giving up 4 runs in the first, 2 quick outs.
Yep, immediately getting those 2 quick putouts just makes your job a lot easier to, recover. You already gave up 4 runs. At this point, you're just doing damage control and trying to hope that your offense can come back. First pitch low and away for ball 1.
The wind has completely died.
Yep.
Usually we get on this ballpark for being too windy. It is still out here right now. Here's the second pitch. Fastball outside 2-0. Chun walked his first time up back in the first. And the 2-0 is outside 3-0. We've already talked about home plate umpire Brad Polk's narrow zone.
Yeah.
And it might be coming back to hurt Kelly here. Here's the 3-0. Right down the middle for strike 1. Chun taking all the way.
Already 25 pitches for Kelly. Loading up on number 26.
And he got it. Barely clipped the outside corner. Chun was already ready to throw that bat away and head to first, but from a 3-0 count, Kelly's battled back to make it a full count. 2 gone here in the second. Kelly looking for a 1-2-3. Here's the pitch to Chun. Chun swings, ground ball to the shortstop. Niles, deep in the hole, fires across. Got him by half a step, and 1-2-3 go the Cats. We head to the third, 4-1 Bethune-Cookman here on CatEye Network Radio. We're moving on to the We are moving on to the third inning of play here at the Jack.
For the Rattlers, number 19, center fielder, CatEye Jackson.
Ty Jackson leads off back to the top of the order. He flew out to center field his first time up. Marcos Gamboa with a 4-1 lead, looking to build on it. He completely misses his spot with a breaking ball. Looks like it slipped out of his hand a little bit on release and missed it upstairs 1-0.
And you're kind of thankful that he just decided to take that as a ball, because even though it was high, it was pretty slow out the hand.
That is what you wanted. That slider tails right into the inside part of the plate to the right-hander. 1-1. Gamboa goes back to the fastball, gets a pop-up foul straight back out of play. That'll go on to Orange Avenue.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of balls that go out of this park foul that are ever recovered, because you got the river, the first base side, and the road on the third base side. Pitch.
Ooh.
Upstairs and in, forces Jackson to lean back away from it, and it's 2-2.
Nobody, people will tell you to lean in, lean in. No, sometimes you just got to.
No. The 2-2. Breaking ball off the end of the bat. Foul territory, first base side. That will go out of play barely. Rivera was tracking it over by the Budweiser bullpen.
Skips off the net out of play. If there's a little bit more space on that foul side, he gets there. But
if you haven't been here to the Jack, there's a little like party deck or whatever, extra seating that juts out way close to the first base line beyond the visitors' bullpen. Here's the 2-2. Breaking ball just missed inside. Wildcat fans wanted that to be strike 3, but the count runs full.
one thing I always appreciate in ump is, hey, if you're gonna call stuff narrow.
That one's
That's
upstairs, ball 4. Ty Jackson walks, and that's the first free pass of the game issued by Marcus Gamboa.
Yeah.
And that'll bring up Brody Popple, who flied out to right his first time up.
Is that the ump has been consistent with those calls. Is that a narrow zone for everybody who's come up? So I don't mind that,
First pitch in the dirt from Popple, or to Popple rather, and Escobar has to chase that one down over to the right side. 1-0 the count. The scoreboard didn't reset. Gamboa, righty to lefty. Here's the pitch. And they got the cutter to tail away, got the outside part of the plate.
Waves off about 15 different.
And now here's the 1-1. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. They go to second for 1. Back to first. It's a double play. 1-6-3, the double play. Fast hands from Gamboa to snag that one. It was right at him.
Great job by Gamboa to catch that ball. Doesn't get overexcited. Makes that simple pass to second base and gets it over to first for that 1-6-3 double play.
Here's Yanmikel Bastardo. He scored the only run for the Rattlers so far off a single that was doubled in by Sebastian Greco in the first. First pitch to him, a lazy curve that tails away through the swing and miss.
Swung a little bit too early on it. Thought it might have been a slider maybe out the hand for him.
I think Gamboa's better stuff is his off speed. He goes to the breaking ball again and taps the bottom part of the zone, and it's 0-2. The fastball, he's kind of left in the middle of the zone, and FAMU's been eating it up. That's how they've gotten their hits so far. But if he sticks to the off-speed stuff on the outside part of the plate, been pretty effective. Here's the 0-2, way upstairs. And Bastardo has to jump back, 1-2. Now, he had an 0-2 count earlier in the inning against Jackson and ending up walking him. You got to continue to attack the zone here. Gamboa pitches. Low inside, missed with the fastball. And the 2-out, 2-strike curse continues for this Bethune-Cookman team. They have consistently all season have had problems getting out of innings. Ground ball towards third, fielded by Vasquez. Throws across, picked off the ground by Soufrain, and that's the end of the inning. So the Wildcats work around an opening walk with a nice double play and a nice infield play on the third base side. No runs, no hits, nobody left. And we go to the bottom of the third, still 4-1 Cats here on CatEye Network Radio. Bottom three we go here at the Jack. Bethune-Cookman leading Florida A&M 4-1. And the first pitch from Kelly to Jose Gonzalez is in the opposite batter's box to the right-hand hitter. And it's 1-0. Gonzalez flied out to left his first time up. And he check swings at a strike. It caught the outside part of the plate at the knees, 1-1. Kelly continuing to work fast here. And that one's grounded softly foul outside of third. 1-2. I mentioned this last night about Tanner Bocabello. He seems to be in his elements when he's working fast with nobody on base. Yep. When he starts thinking about it too much, and he just starts leaving things over the plate. Now the 1-2. Misses with the breaking ball again in the opposite batter's box. 2-2. Kelly, the side armor, gets that one right back up the middle as a base hit for Gonzalez. He reached all the way into the opposite batter's box and tapped that one off the end of the bat right back where it came from.
Yep, straight back up the middle. Nobody was shifted over to be behind second base and goes straight back to the center fielder. Nice single.
The Wildcats have done a good job of being patient at the plate. You mentioned it earlier. Just taking what the pitcher gives him, not trying to hit everything out of the park, just at times putting the ball right back up the middle, getting an easy leadoff single. Here's Manny Sufrain, hit by a pitch and scored in the first. First pitch to him was outside. Kelly comes with it again. Up and away again for the second straight time. And that's a lot of what Manny Sufrain has faced this year, pitch location-wise. A lot of upstairs and away, trying to get him to foul stuff off or roll over on a soft ground ball. That time he challenges him, and Sufrain swings and misses at a breaking ball in on the hands.
Probably just saw something he liked, just couldn't catch up to it.
The 2-1. Outside, missed barely. That was good height right at the belt, but just a little too far outside for the home plate umpire's liking. The 3-1 now. With a runner on first and nobody out, they go back to first. Gonzalez slides in.
Yeah. And as you said, you know, being on first base against a lefty, they can just kind of look at you and watch you. Very hard to steal on left-handed pitchers that are paying attention.
Sufrain, big cut and miss. That was a little, I don't want to say it was a slider. Didn't have much lateral movement. But again, it has that little tail on it that breaks straight down right at the end.
Maybe a two-seam.
The 3-2. Outside ball four, so Sufrain's been hit by a pitch and walked, and there's 2 on, nobody out. Still nobody up and throwing in the FAMU bullpen, but I think if the Wildcats string some things together here in the third, you may see the hook be pretty quick on Carson Kelly. Now here's Irvin Escobar. Hit an RBI single back up the middle in the first, ended up coming around to score on the double by Ramses Cordova. First pitch to him, squares to bunt, pitches outside and low for ball 1.
Runner on first and second for him.
I don't hate the bunt call there.
No.
Nobody out, just trying to move the runners over with, and you've got good bats behind you in Cordova and Vasquez.
Worst case, you know, you probably would just get yourself out. The person on the third baseman probably come up for it.
And Shoop, the manager for Florida A&M, is going to come out and talk to Kelly, and we've got some action going in the Florida A&M bullpen. Number 21, Evan Badger. 26, excuse me, Andrew Ginther is up and throwing. He pitched last night, Ginther, but he was one of those 3 pitchers to see the mound in the 7th inning.
5.4 ERA for Ginther. 9 appearances, 15 innings pitched, 15 hits. So that's a pitch an inning, hit an inning. Yes. 11 runs, 9 earned, 3 walks, and 18 strikeouts. So if he's not striking you out, you are probably reaching base. allowing a 2.63 batting average.
Ginther faced Gonzalez and Gonzalez-Fabo last night. Walked Gonzalez, but struck out Fabo to end the 7th inning with the bases loaded. Escobar tries to drop that one down, and he just bunts it foul. Straight back, 1-1. Interesting to see if Escobar will continue to show bunt here. Gonzalez on second, Sufrain on first after a leadoff single and walk respectively. 1-1 the count for Carson Kelly. Andrew Ginther throwing in the Florida A&M bullpen. We are here in the 3rd inning. Still nobody out. The pitch. Runners go. It's smacked into center field. That is going to be caught, and this could be 2. Throwback to second. Sliding in safely is Jose Gonzalez. He thought that was going to get down. He was almost around 3rd by the time that was caught by Jackson.
Elite speed to get back. Basically around, as you said, around 3rd, and to get back to second.
Yeah. That looked like it was going to tail down and be a base hit. Just held up a little bit. Now with 1 down, 1st and 2nd, here's Ramses Cordova, who had a 2 RBI double back in the 1st inning. And the first pitch to him, low and away, diving for it is Popple. He'll prevent it from going to the backstop. Pretty good crowd here for a Saturday afternoon. 5 p.m. local start time. Always a good crowd on hand when the Cats and the Rattlers get together in any sport. Here's the 1-0. That one is in there for a strike at the knees, 1-1.
Not mad at that take, but.
No. At this point, I would just try and force Kelly to give you something over the middle.
Yeah.
With as hot of a streak as Cordova is on right now. The 1-1. Ground ball right to second base. That'll be 2. On to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. And we go to the 4th inning of play. 4-1 Cats here on CatEye Network Radio. Sebastian Greco leads off the 4th inning for Florida A&M. Wildcats still lead this one 4-1. All the runs being scored in the 1st. We thought this might be a high-scoring game, but it has settled in after that. Greco smacks this one foul first base side, 0-1.
Hit that with the intention of not having this game settle in at all, but hits it hard foul.
38 pitches to this point for Marcos Gamboa as he works here in the 4th. Ball outside, 1-1. He's going to that cut fastball pretty often that has that little tail on it. Sometimes it's just tailing too far outside. 1-1. Fastball low, 2-1. And the benefit of having Bocabello go the complete game yesterday is you save your entire bullpen for the last 2 games of the series. Gamboa deals low and inside 3-1, and he's having trouble locating right now.
And it's that fastball, you know, the breaking ball was working, and I don't know if it's a intentional coaching maneuver to not throw it.
That time he goes for a fastball again, misses down and in, and a 4-pitch walk. A 5-pitch walk because it was a foul ball, but 4 straight balls to put Greco on. Greco's been on twice, had that RBI double in the first and then now a walk. Here's Joseph Perini grounded out to second to end the first. And the first pitch to the lefty DH is a strike. Cut fastball caught the edge on the outside corner, 0-1.
Perini not the best hitter, especially for a DH, 182 average, and not having a home run at this point in the season. So
now, he was monster for the Rattlers in the SWAC tournament last year. There's another one, exact same spot with that fastball, and it's 0-2. One of the main reasons that this Florida A&M team won that SWAC championship. Lots of representation in this lineup that beat the Wildcats in the finals last year. Here's the 0-2. Outside trying to get a swing, 1-2. Jackson, Bastardo, Greco, Perini, Hader Moda, Niles, Brown, Ben Kim, who played last night, is not in the lineup today, still here from that FAMU team. What's really different about this Rattlers squad is their pitching staff. That one in the dirt. Runner goes to second. No throw. It's going to be a stolen base for Greco. And now a runner on second with nobody out. Of course, the Rattlers lose their all-star pitcher, Hunter Viets. Yeah. As like the Wildcats all-star pitcher last year, Nolan Santos, he is chasing some professional opportunities. Two to Perini. Breaking ball, strike 3, punched him out looking, and Perini knew it as he hangs his head on his way back to the dugout. First strikeout of the game for Gamboa.
A beautiful, beautiful pitch on Perini. It starts basically at his nose and just breaks down into the zone.
Here's Adam Hader Moda, had 2 doubles last night. None of them came back to hurt the Wildcats. He's got a runner on second with 1 out here in the top of the 4th, and he golfs one towards second. Fielded on a hop by Cordova. Long throw across in time, and there's 2 away. Ramses Cordova has been an absolute rock on the left side of the infield. Started off at third base,
Shortstop number 1, Jalen Niles.
but now with the injury to Jamie Villafane, he's been forced over to second, or to shortstop rather, and he's done a terrific job back there. Now here's Jalen Niles, grounded out to short in the third, or the second rather, his first time up. 2 outs. Greco on second after the leadoff walk and a stolen base. In the dirt again. Nice job by Escobar to corral that one. Something I have learned in the years covering Southwestern Athletic Conference baseball is you can find some suspect pitchers, especially in your bullpen further down the rotation. Catchers need to be on point. Not saying specifically Gamboa, but we'll get, here's the pitch. Breaking ball drops into the zone. That was the same pitch that punched out Perini.
Yep. And we were talking about it earlier. Just, that breaking ball's really been working all game. Just, until they figure out a way to hit it, or even if you don't feel as comfortable with it, that fastball hasn't been there for you today.
Gamboa from the stretch. Breaking ball hit in the air right side. That will go foul out of play. And now the count is 1-2. When we're talking about teams like Mississippi Valley State or Alabama A&M, who's coming in here next weekend.
Not the best pitching out of those teams.
Gamboa trying to get out of the inning. Here's the 1-2. Went for the fastball. And Niles Niles could barely catch up to it and foul it off.
But if you're gonna throw that fastball, you know, that's how you want to throw it. A little bit too much of the plate for my taste,
but attack the hitter in on the hands, force him to foul it off.
And now come back with that breaking ball would be my idea.
Yeah, well, here's the 1-2 again. They did go for the breaking ball. It's in the dirt outside, so 2-2 the count.
I think it just slips out of his hands there.
And also, he's just trying to get Niles to chase one. I don't hate the pitch selection there, but now you got to come back with something in the zone. 2-2. Breaking ball, and Niles barely catches up with it again. He was way out in front and just tapped it foul.
Yep. A lot of hit balls coming to the backstop.
And I agree with you, Henson. That breaking ball has been Gamboa's best pitch this afternoon. I'd like to see it start lower and break down instead of starting at the helmet area and breaking into the zone. And he did it exactly what I just said. He had a breaking ball that broke straight down, swing and a miss from Jalen Niles, and that's the end of the inning. No runs, no hits, one left. And we go to the bottom of the fourth. Still 4-1 Cats right here on CatEye Network Radio. We go to the bottom of the fourth here at Jackie Robinson Ballpark. Wildcats have a 4-1 lead, trying to take the second of a three-game series against the Florida A&M Rattlers. First pitch outside to the right-handed hitting Peter Vasquez. Grounded out to second his first time up. But he did pick up an RBI, and he lines that one right to second, and it bounces off the glove of Fontenot. He recovers and throws to first in time to beat the diving Peter Vasquez. Great effort from Peter there, but he just was late.
And sometimes certain things can show you, you know, the type of player you got. Certain guys would have saw that, would have, you know, given up on that.
And we saw that last night where one of the Wildcat players dove for first on a broken play like that and ended up being safe.
Yep.
And now one away, here's A.J. Smith. Struck out in the first to end that inning. And the first pitch to him, big cut and miss. I think he actually fouled that one straight down, got a piece of it anyway. It's 0-1. Smith, getting only his second start of the year, started the middle game of the series against Florida Gulf Coast back about a month ago. Mostly been used as a pinch runner because of his speed and also backup center fielder. He almost tracked down that double by Greco in the first inning and barely didn't make the diving catch, even though that was deep in the alley.
Yep. Most guys don't even get over there. So the fact that he was close enough to, you know, almost glove it, diving, very impressive.
0-1, way in the outside batter's box to the righty, 1-1.
Good, really good job by the catcher there to not even break stride catching that one.
Tanner Walker is the Florida A&M pitcher warming up in the bullpen. Smith bunts it first base side. That will be a foul ball. And it's 1-2 the count.
And if that stayed fair, he's probably out. So,
looking at the longest outings for Kelly, threw 59 pitches in the win over Alabama A&M last weekend in 4 innings pitched off the bench. So he's got some length in him. Also had a 58-pitch outing in a win against Grambling State back on February 23rd. Here's the 1-2 to Smith. Catcher set up outside, tried to frame it, but it's ball 2. Popple, from what I've seen over the last 2 games, an excellent defensive catcher. And that time they came inside and hit Smith on the elbow guard.
And then hits the catcher, catches him in the you-know-where area.
That's why they wear protection down there. But A.J. Smith aboard, and I would not surprise me at all if Smith tries to steal here or they try and do some bunt shenanigans with Olison.
Yeah. I wouldn't expect a steal just because we've seen Kelly throw over to first a lot. You already have that lefty on first base kind of situation. You know that he's really he's there for his speed, so it's going to be difficult for them to get that off.
And I'm sure Florida A&M knows this as well.
Yeah.
First pitch to Olison outside. I just think Kelly's going to give Olison a steady dose of fastballs.
Yeah.
Because if you throw an off-speed pitch, Smith may be at second before the catcher can even fire it over there. Here's the 1-1. Line drive straight into the glove of Niles at shortstop. Didn't even have to move, just put the glove up there, 2 away. And Colton Olison's kind of been snake bitten at the plate early in this season, just batting 185, 6 runs on 10 hits. Does have 3 doubles and 8 RBIs, but well below his lofty self-standard as this team's captain. But I mean, Colton Olison is so much more to this team than his batting. His defense is great, his leadership off the field. Anyway, 2 outs, 1 on first. Here's Sergio Rivera. And they go back to first, and Smith is caught looking. They caught him reaching towards second, and that's the end of the inning.
Yeah.
No runs, no hits, nobody left on. And they work around the hit by pitch. We go to the 5th inning of play. 4-1 Cats here on CatEye Network Radio. We swiftly move to the 5th inning of play here at the Jack. The blue skies rimmed with clouds have kind of gone away as the sun is setting off to our left, as the gray clouds of rain roll in from right field, and hopefully the rain stays away here. First pitch, Marcos Gamboa, swinging strike to Jordan Brown. Second pitch. Fastball strike at the knees, 0-2 the count. Checking in on some basketball from earlier today. If you're following the NCAA tournament, here's the 0-2. Breaking ball, no swing, outside, 1-2. Arizona beat Dayton, 78-68. Gonzaga upset Kansas, 89-68. That game was not close. Did he swing? Yes, he did. Check swing, strike 3, and down goes Jordan Brown. It's the 3rd strikeout of the game for Gamboa.
Very, very impressive work there.
He lulled him to sleep with that garbage pitch in the dirt, then came right back at him with the breaking ball. Inside, first pitch, strike one to Fontenot. It ended up way inside, but it's got that tail on it, remember, so it caught the front part of the plate. Gamboa working quickly. Ground ball back up the middle. There's a base hit from Fontenot. And he thought he could maybe catch Fontenot sleeping a little bit and just blaze one by him, and that was a fastball right down the pipe.
Yeah.
Fontenot hit it back up where it came from. So 1 on and 1 out. Back to the top of the order. Here's Ty Jackson. Flew out to center in the first, and then walked and was caught in the middle of a double play to end the third.
Gamboa pitches like someone playing a video game. Very fast, very, okay, I got it. I know what pitch I want to throw. Throws the pitch kind of situation. It's not in a respectful way. I don't mean that as in like, oh, he's not thinking up there, but it's fun as a person watching the game to be able to go, oh, okay, we're gonna get out of here soon.
So here's Ty Jackson. I'll get some more basketball for you in a moment. 1 on, 1 out. Spin to throwback to first. SWAC basketball is officially done for the year as Alabama A&M falls to Norfolk State 81-66 in the second round of the NIT. Breaking ball outside and low, first pitch to Jackson, ball 1.
Grambling State was the obvious other men on the men's side at least.
And then Jackson State fell to
Connecticut
this afternoon. Yeah. 1-0, breaking ball swing and a miss. Actually fouled it back onto the chest protector of Rivera or Escobar behind the plate, and it bounced and rolled all the way back to the pitcher. Then if game going on right now in the NCAA tournament, Michigan State up 17-12 over North Carolina. That one still early in the first half there. 1-1 the count on Jackson here with Fontenot on first after his single. And Gamboa deals. Breaking ball caught the inside corner, strike 2. No swing from Jackson that time.
This came in a little bit more than he was expecting there.
1-2 now. Gamboa chopped slowly foul, third base side. So Gamboa has mostly done away with the fastball, as we've been talking about, but he's been going inside breaking ball, outside breaking ball to the righties to try and get the swing and miss. That time it almost worked. Jackson just barely caught up with it.
Yeah, but it's worked a couple times, just soft contact foul.
Throw it over to first. Fontenot gets back in there.
Has prevented the strikeouts, so he's hoping to get a couple more swings and misses before his day is done.
Gamboa deals. Oh, thought he had a strike 3 on the outside with that slider. Just didn't catch the plate. 2-2. Fontenot on first, a senior from Tallahassee. A lot of hometown talent on this Rattler team. Here's the 2-2. Low ball 3, and from a 1-2 count, Jackson works it full. He's already been walked once today. And this would put 2 on with 1 out, with the Rattlers down 4-1 and trying to get back into this. Big swing and miss. Runner goes. It is a strike him out, throw him out, double play, and the inning is over. Well, how do you like that? The Wildcats get out of it. They work around the single by Fontenot. No runs, 1 hit, nobody left, and we go to the bottom of the 5th. Still 4-1 Bethune-Cookman here on CatEye Network Radio. Welcome back to Jackie Robinson Ballpark as we head to the bottom of the fifth, 4-1 Bethune-Cookman. Just a bit of a note for those of you listening. There is some pretty serious rain that looks like it's barreling down on us in from left field. And if that does happen, we may just have to put this broadcast on hiatus to try and save our equipment because we are just at a folding table behind home plate. We're not under anything. First pitch swinging.
Popped. All the
Sergio
way.
Rivera high in the air, left side near the third base line. Niles calls off Hader Mota, 1 down. So if we suddenly just go away, that is why. Garrett Chun now bats. He walked and scored in the first, grounded out in the second.
We'll try to warn you if we can.
Well, and it is increasingly looking dark out beyond that left field foul pole. First pitch to Chun is a strike, pops out of the glove of Popple. Kelly still on the hill. 61 pitches coming into this inning for Kelly. His officially longest outing of the season. And after giving up 4 runs in the first, he's settled down nicely. Has only allowed 1 hit since then. And a ball misses high upstairs to Chun, 1-1. And the pitcher who was warming in the FAMU bullpen, Tanner Walker, has sat down. Chun checks his swing. Pitch goes inside, ball 2. 2-1 the count.
And they might have sat him down because of that weather. You know, you put him in and then it starts raining and all of a sudden now you have to
we don't know. Looking at the radar, Chun, oh, what a catch. Right towards third, and Hader Mota lays out to make the catch above his head. So that's 2 nice plays on the left side of the infield for Florida A&M, and there's quickly 2 away. Here's Jose Gonzalez. Flew out to left in the 7th, singled in the 3rd, and was stranded on 2nd. Kelly deals. Ground ball, third base side foul. 0-1.
And if it storms, it would make it both games that I've called for baseball where it gets rain delayed.
Yeah. You did one of the games in the Northwestern series.
Yep. Had a relatively long delay there. Then we didn't get back on until the 8th inning, and it was a double-header game. So
breaking ball outside and low, 1-1 the count now.
We were there a while. That was with Bryce Wojnowski, who is right now calling the, not calling, but doing live stats.
Hit high in the air, left side, foul territory. It will make the seats. Heads up.
Whoa.
We got fans diving out of the way on the bleachers on the left-hand side. Count 1-2 now to Jose Gonzalez. And if Kelly gets Gonzalez here, this will be the quickest inning that the Cats have had at the plate. They technically went 1-2-3 in the 4th because of the caught going by A.J. Smith. Missed his spot, did Kelly that time outside 2-2. 2-2 down. The side armor rocks and fires. Hit in the air, left side, in the outfield. Brown tracking it back, and he makes the catch 3 steps from the track. That's a quick one. 1, 2, 3 go the Wildcats. We go to the 6th inning of play, and it is still 4-1 Bethune-Cookman. To the 6th inning we go as the catcher, Brody Popple, leads off for Florida A&M. Wildcats still with a 4-1 lead. All of those runs scored in the first inning. And neither team has had more than 2 base runners since.
What we thought might be a super high-scoring game ends up.
Yep. First 2 pitches from Gamboa. One misses outside, one misses low, and it's 2-0.
And hey, if things hold up, this is the Wildcats win. But obviously you want some more runs.
Line drive, base hit, first base side of the right field. Papa will round first and stay there. And a leadoff single for Brody.
And when I said more runs, I meant for the Wildcats, not for the Rattlers.
The storm continues to loom over the left field side.
Yeah.
Might have about 30 good more minutes before it is upon us here. First pitch, a breaking ball inside to Jan-Mikel Bastardo. Singled and scored in the first. That's the Rattlers' only run, then grounded out to third in the 5th.
But at the rate they've been playing, we might get to the 7th or maybe bottom of the 7th, top of the 8th.
There's a slider strike crosses the plate, 1-1. As both of these pitchers near the end of their terms on the mound. Gamboa deals. Breaking ball fouled away first base side. Count 1-2. Gamboa in the middle innings has been better about finishing off batters. He's got 4 strikeouts across the last 2 innings of play.
And part of it is going to that breaking ball and working fast.
And the pitch, swing and a miss. Got him with the high cheese, and there's 1 down. 5th strikeout of the game for Marcus.
Just bends around the bat there. Does a great job placing that pitch.
And now Colton Olison, captain, is going to come in from second base to talk to Gamboa on the mound before Sebastian Greco hits. Greco is 1 for 1 with a walk. Had the RBI double in the first, walked in the 4th, stole second, but was stranded there by 3 straight putouts.
Rattlers batter is number 33, first baseman Sebastian Greco.
And Sebastian Greco leads this Rattlers team in home runs with 5.
Florida A&M trying to put a dent into this. Wildcat lead. First pitch swinging high on the left field line. It will go out of play. Hit off the top of the clubhouse. Somebody said they see lightning. And so if lightning is within a certain number of miles, we're going to have to pack it in here.
Yep. And then likely the storm will roll over and we'll be back on air at like 8 p.m.
We're taking a long day for us two into a much longer day. Here's the 0-1. Big cut and miss as that breaking ball went right into the knees of Greco. Not hitting him, but towards the knees. Popple on first after a leadoff single, 1 out, the strikeout to Bastardo. Here in the top of the 6th. And that one is chopped straight back. Count holds 0-2. Gamboa went to that high breaking ball that he got Bastardo to swing at. Try and put away Greco. But again, I think ahead 0-2, you got to throw something in the dirt or something way outside here to try and get him to chase. Once again, the 0-2. Came inside and hit him. And now there's 2 on with 1 out. This is the first time the Rattlers have had 2 men on base all game.
Greco does a good job crowding the plate there. And the umpire has a conversation with the catcher.
The batter is number 2, designated hitter Joseph Perrini.
I think perhaps he was arguing that he swung at it, but there was nothing doing there. And pitching coach is going to come out to talk to Marcus Gamboa. This is the pitching coach, Joel Sanchez, for the Wildcats. Does not necessarily mean that there is a pitching change upcoming. Coach Hernandez was out there, I would be more concerned. Wildcats do have one arm lazily getting some reps in down the first base side bullpen. If you missed our basketball broadcast from the Ocean Center earlier today, the Wildcats dropped a heartbreaker to Arkansas State. 59-58. No, sorry. 80.
I was like,
86-85. That was the first half.
Yeah. I was like, I don't think we.
No, 80 to 86-85, excuse me.
I think
That was
there were
the
a
final
lot.
score there.
Like, there was a lot of points in that
points
game.
in that, yeah.
Yeah, but as Gamboa will look to make sure that no more points are scored by the Rattlers here in the top of the sixth. Only one out, 2 men on.
Here's Perini.
Ooh,
Golfs
popped up.
one high in the air. Left side. Coming in is Chun. He calls off Cordova and makes the catch. And there's 2 away. That was big because now an out at any base gets the Wildcats out of the jam.
And now you're terrified of a ground ball because every base except for home is a force out right now.
Yep. Well, here's the guy that could do it. Adam Hader-Moda had 2 doubles last night, but he's 0 for 2. Flied out to left, grounded out to short in his first 2 plate appearances this afternoon. Here's the first pitch from Gamboa. Swung and hit high in the air, foul. First base side, it will go out of play. And the count 0-1. Like if Gamboa gets through this unscathed, I think he could be happy with his afternoon's work.
Yep. Would be in line for a win in his, the win column.
Gamboa nods and deals from the stretch. They throw back to first, and sliding back safely is Greco. He was leaning way over there towards second base. The pitch was outside, and it's 1-1. Again, the dark clouds looming over Jackie Robinson Ballpark. Big cut and miss. That time he went for the fastball in on the hands, and Hader-Moda couldn't catch up to it. Gamboa a strike away from getting out of the jam. Popple on second. Greco on first. 2 outs in the inning. Wildcats clinging to this 4-1 lead. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Went to that breaking ball, and just catching up to it is Hader-Moda. Hader-Moda, the reigning SWAC hitter of the week.
Yep.
After the Wildcats dispatched with the reigning SWAC pitcher of the week, Caleb Granger, last night.
Wind picking back up here. Northwest.
The 1-2 high, 2-2.
High pitch from Gamboa.
Yeah, you said the wind has picked up substantially in the last minute or so.
It was dead a good 10, maybe 30 minutes ago now, blowing heavily northwestern, which is part of the reason why we haven't been rained on yet.
Breaking ball, hit in the air, center field, moving over Smith, trying to track it down. It's actually Rivera who comes in and makes the catch. The wind made that a lot more difficult than it initially appeared to be. The Wildcats get out of the jam. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. And we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 4-1 Wildcats on CatEye Network Radio. Ladies and gentlemen, we have just been informed that the game has been paused due to a weather delay. The Wildcats lead 4-1. There's a big thing of lightning out beyond left field. Wildcats lead 4-1 going to the bottom of the 6th. We are in a weather delay. We will leave this stream and come back to it when we return. Follow at BCU Diamondcats on Twitter for more information. We will be back here as the Wildcats look to secure their second win in this series.